Hi, my name is Lyndon Baptiste, and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. And thank you so much for joining today. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and make sure that you select all notifications. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. This is our second live stream today too also as well, and our third live stream this weekend as well, because we made a live stream last night. We talked about when you are looking for an authorized user account, and how to choose an authorized user, things of that nature. And earlier on today, we had a live stream also where we talked about what was the topic of the live stream earlier. I'm trying to remember, but it was a very great live stream. It's about 2 hours long or so. So you definitely want to catch that live stream uh, and that topic that we discussed earlier today too also as well. And the links to contact me can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well, where you can also find the link to join our Patreon. Join our Patreon. You can start with a small donation of $30 a month that will get you a membership to become a patron of this channel too also as well, and enjoy all the benefits of credit repair, boosting your credit score, increasing your credit score with the help of a credit coach every step of the way, increasing your credit score too also as well. And we also help the people that we work with to buy homes, with the lowest rates, to buy vehicles with the lowest rates, and to basically get approved with the lowest rates possible too as well. We give referrals to authorized users too as well. If we don't have the aged authorized user that you're looking for, we can find you one. Depending on your situation and what you want to do to your credit report, to also as well, and what kind of credit score you're looking to achieve to also as well. Join our Facebook group. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. Facebook, you can search for it in the search bar on Facebook, or you can find the link to join at the bottom of the About section of this channel too as well. Like our Facebook page, How to Get Excellent Credit, to also as well. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and all the social media networks. And also share this video everywhere with all of your friends and family members on Facebook and all of your social media networks too also as well. And give this video a thumbs up. It also helps out the channel and helps with the YouTube algorithms also as well too. So I want to thank all of you for coming today too as well. Right now we have one person with us here in the live stream. That is Janelle. And thank you so much, Janelle, for joining. Janelle is truly a blessing to our group and our live chat here because she helps us to answer questions and recognize comments too also as well. And she also helps, doing a lot of the research on a lot of the topics that we cover too also as well. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to Janelle too also as well. Janelle says, welcome back. And Janelle is waving. That's her waving in back of me. Janelle says, welcome back to our second live stream, I believe she wanted to say. Right now, we have 3 people with us here in the live stream. Welcome to the 3 people that are here with us. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate you too also as well. And our topic for today is going to be, is a high credit score and low income possible? Okay. So basically it was going to be, can someone with a high credit score earn minimum wage? But then the title was changed again, basically because, minimum wage also goes along with low income earners. So therefore we decided to make the title low income, and high credit score. Okay. So that's our topic for today. And we're going to get into that right now, real quick. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. This is going to be, we're going to try to make this live stream as short as possible, but it's not, just to let you know right now. So I'm going to share the screen with you guys. And as I'm sharing the screen, as our tradition, as we always do, feel free to comment to also as well while I'm going over the topic and while we're doing the topic together. So that way I don't miss out on anyone's comments as we go along too also as well. Right now we have 4 people with us here in the live stream. Welcome to all the 4 people who are with us right now. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you as well. If you're just watching and listening along, that's great. You can also do that too as well. We still appreciate you. And get all the great knowledge and absorb all the information that we have to offer to also as well. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, thank you so much for joining us here in another live stream. Welcome back. And Pink Lady Barber says no alerts. Wow, that's kind of interesting. I'm definitely going to look into that for sure, because I would like to know why the alerts is not working. The notifications is not working right, because a lot of people are telling me they're not getting notifications, especially Janelle too. Didn't you say you wasn't getting notifications too? You didn't get any notifications, or she gets the notifications, but she gets them late, and they're delayed. They take a long time. I don't know why that is. If it's an issue with YouTube or not. But I will definitely look into that. So I apologize to you guys if the notifications happen to be late to also as well. So I'm just going to jump right into the topic real quick here. As you see on your screen, if you can see my screen clearly, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. Again, if you can see my screen clearly, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments, so that way I know that everything is coming up clear on the other end. And because I'm not just going to go by my end, even though my end may be clear, yours may not. So I just wanted to make sure. Pink Lady Barbara types number 1 inside the comments. Thank you so much for that, Pink Lady. Really appreciate you. So on the screen here, and also, guys, if the screen's not clear, also let me know inside of the comments too, also as well. Okay. Janelle types number 1, and thank you so much for sharing that, Janelle. Really appreciate you. So, the title of the article here is coming from Experian.com, and the title is, "Can you make minimum wage and have a maximum credit score?" Okay. And let's just jump right into it here. The first day of 2018 brought a bigger paycheck for 15 million Americans as the minimum wage increased in 18 states, with an additional 3 states making changes later in the year. Wage increases also took effect in 19 cities. That number will grow to more than 35 cities and counties, with planned increases for later in the year. The paycheck raise could total almost $15 billion in workers' pockets, based on the states that made changes on January 1st, 2018, according to the Economic Policy Institute. More than 4.5 million Americans will see an increase in income, with California alone counting for 2 million workers. Okay. So that has actually happened. Increases in the minimum wage have actually gone up this year. Okay, there were numerous states, and last year too, also as well. Actually, since 2016, many states have increased their minimum wages to $15 an hour. In those states, the majority of them are starting, I believe, at 12 and then gradually going up to 15 within the next few years. Okay. Americans' wages are going up. Will credit scores follow? In November 2017, the Department of Labor noted that average hourly wages have grown by 2.5% over the past 12 months, the highest annual wage growth in more than 8 years. However, that was a rate that was below expectations, according to a statement from U.S. Secretary of Labor Alexander Acosta. While wage growth fell short, consumer confidence reached a 17-year high in November, according to the conference board. The trend of increasing wages will continue with the minimum wage increases across 21 states in 2018. The median U.S. household income increased to $59,039 in 2016, the second straight year of growth, according to the Census Bureau. The increase brought the median income above the prior peak of $58,665 in 1999. So even with Americans making more money on average, many of us still struggle with personal finance challenges, which can turn into credit challenges, raising the question of whether higher wages for American workers help their credit scores. Okay. How does income factor into my credit score? Okay, great question. Income is not a part of a credit report. It is not a factor considered by credit scores and has no direct effect on a credit score. Lenders usually pay more attention to your credit history and payment history versus how much money you make when evaluating credit risk. Lenders will use your income as a way to measure a consumer's ability to repay a loan by comparing income and assessing the borrower's debt to income ratio. So that's where the debt to income ratio, or DTI, comes into play, especially in mortgages. Okay. In mortgages, DTI definitely plays a major role because lenders, not only do they want to know that you have a good credit score, they also want to know that you can pay off debts and you can handle a mortgage if you were approved for one. Okay, so that's why your DTI ratio comes in to play here. So this is where they measure, your income and whether or not you have the ability to repay the loan. However, there can be a correlation between income and credit scores, whereby population segments with higher income have, on average, higher credit scores. The national FICO score average in July was 700, an all-time high. It's now at 702. Okay, I don't know what it is now, but they're talking about 2017. Okay, because this article, it was written here. Okay, it was updated on January 2018. Okay, so the table below, it shows the average score for those who made an estimated $15,000 or less is 652, which is at the high end of the fair range, versus 739 for those with an estimated income of $200,000 plus. Note these figures represent averages, meaning there are many individuals with higher and lower FICO scores in each of these estimated income ranges. Now here's a chart here, and in the left column, this is the income estimated, okay, and in the right column is the average FICO score 8 for that income. Okay, now they're only doing averages, so like they said, some people may have a higher credit score or a lower credit score, but what they're doing here is they established an average, and they went by the Census Bureau, in order to do this. So an income with under $15,000, the average FICO score 8 is 652. An income of $15,000 to $24,999 is 678. The income for $25,000 to $34,999 is 674 FICO score average. For $35,000 to $49,999 is 681. Okay. On the income range of $50,000 to $74,999 is 700 FICO score 8. And from $75,000 to $99,999 is 714. Okay. And $100,000 to $149,999 is 721. $150,000 to $199,999 is 732 FICO score 8 average. And for an income of $200,000 and over, the average income is the average FICO score 8 is 739. All right. So it says these income estimates are based on credit bureau data and may show a certain correlation to credit scores that is higher than correlation to actual income. So, can someone earning minimum wage have an 850 FICO score? Great question. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, welcome back once again there, bro. Good to see you here back once more. And welcome back. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters says, hi, family. How you doing there, Cliff Peters? Good to see you back again. The short answer, can someone earning minimum wage have a 850 FICO score? The short answer is yes. An individual making minimum wage could have an 850 FICO score. Now, that is possible. As income or wage is not a factor considered in the score calculation, there is no logic in the score that would reduce points for making minimum wage or award points for having a high income. The actions that drive a high score are focused on how one manages their credit, such as paying bills on time, using available credit responsibly, and only paying for credit cards when needed. Could a higher minimum wage boost your credit score? Currently, 2.2 million Americans are living at or below the federal minimum wage, which has been at $7.25 since 2009. 30 states provide a wage above federal minimum. Consumers who live in those states with a higher minimum wage have a higher average FICO score, 706, versus 696 in states that offer the federal minimum. Among the top states with the highest average FICO score, 6 offer a wage higher than the federal minimum, and 5 of those states just increased that wage on January 1st. When you look at the top 20 ranking, 14 states have a higher wage ranked among the top states, and 10 states raised their minimum wage on January 1st or plan to later in 2018. These FICO score figures represent averages, meaning there are many individuals with higher or lower scores in each of these states. So this is basically just an average. Okay. And if you missed it, this is the chart right here they're referring to. So someone with earning less than $15,000 a year, the average FICO score was 652, and it goes up to $200,000 or more, which makes the average FICO score 739. Okay. Drawing a parallel between a higher wage and credit score isn't conclusive, as there are a lot of different factors outside income that affect the credit score. Okay. New York State has the highest minimum wage at $13 per hour. Okay, ranked 21st for an average FICO score of 709. Yeah, they did that in New York, raised that minimum wage up. The minimum wage in New York is actually supposed to continue to go up to $15 per hour, actually. and that's gradually every year it's supposed to continue going up until it hits 15. I don't know what it's going to do after it reaches 15, if it's going to continue going up, because I mean, I'm from New York actually, and I lived in New York until, well, born and raised in New York, lived there till uh, actually 96, then moved out of there in 96. But there's so much inflation there. Things, cost of living is very high, and I mean, rents are just outrageous out there. I mean, seriously. But that minimum wage should have went up a lot more than it did. Uh, the District of Columbia, which tied for the second highest minimum wage at 11.50 per hour, ranked 34th with an average FICO score of 696. And Washington State also has an 11.50 per hour minimum wage, ranked number 10 overall with an average FICO score of 718. So basically, Washington State, their minimum wage is a lot lower. Well, somewhat lower. 9 points. Is actually not points. To $1.50, I believe that is $1.50 an hour lower than New York State. But however, the average FICO score over there is 718. Okay, and they're ranked number 10, and New York ranks number 21. So that tells you right there that income, it a person with a low that earns lower income can still achieve a high credit score. Okay, so all the evidence is there. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Spence Eccles. Welcome back, buddy. Glad to see you back again. Thank you for stopping by again. And Spence says hello to everyone. So everyone, please say hello to Spence also as well. What if I struggle with debt? Okay. Remember that paying your bills on time will always contribute significantly towards achieving better credit scores. If you can pay down your debt or consolidate your debt, it would help improve your credit utilization ratio, another factor that lenders examine. You should only apply for open credit accounts when you need them. This can help positively affect your credit history and reduce hard inquiries. Even if your score is good, the factors will help you identify what you need to focus your efforts on to become more credit worthy. Okay, so basically that's a great way to say it there. I mean, you should only apply for, credit accounts, basically when you need them. Okay, not just for the sake of having it. Okay, um, you could have different goals when you're adding on accounts. I mean, if you want to, lower your credit card utilization overall, you might want to add a card with a high credit limit. Okay. If you're looking to increase your average age of accounts, then you might be more looking at an authorized user to add on that will increase your average age of accounts. Okay. And also add payment history onto your credit score, so that way you're getting the 35% plus the 30 plus some of the 15% to also as well. So that's huge. That's a lot. That's almost 80% of your score right there. Okay. So that's pretty much the end of the article. If you just arriving just now into this live chat, basically the topic of today's live chat is a high credit score and low income possible? And what we found out was that it is very possible. Okay, because credit bureaus, they don't look at your as far as your income and grade you on your income, but they grade you on your credit score. Now, does income affect credit at all? Does it affect credit scores at all? Yes, it does in certain ways. It does, because if you have more money, you have more access to more money, then you have the ability to do more with that money, including maybe you can afford to get more authorized users, or things of that nature. You can afford more payments. But no matter what your income is, no matter what that income level is, uh you should always treat a credit card just similar to the way you treat your debit card, the same way you use your debit card, that is. You don't, when you're using your debit card, what happens if you spend or try to spend money or funds that's not in your bank account? What happens? You can possibly overdraft your account, right? Right. So now you're looking at overdraft fees that you have to pay, and who knows, maybe a $40 purchase might just turn into a $120 nightmare. Okay, with all these these drafts, overdraft fees, and return check fees, things like that. Okay, so if you apply the same principle to using your credit card, um, then you should be spending on your credit card the same amount that you have in your bank account, which will definitely uh, give you the ability to pay off your balance in full every month. Okay. Some people say that you should only buy things that you can pay for 3 times. Okay. Because that way you can definitely make sure you can pay it off in full at the end of the month. It wouldn't be a problem for you, to be very easy for you to do too, also as well. Okay. So definitely that's something you for sure want to think about and consider. But however, with income, when income is concerned, it's always good to always continually work on increasing your income, adding to your income too, also as well. Adding an income stream. But you don't want to confuse yourself with too many income streams, however, because you may end up becoming what's called a jack of all trades. You ever heard of that? Jack of all trades, but master of none. That's pretty much someone who goes out and tries to do so many different things, but cannot master any of them. So none of those things that that person does is like, close to being perfected, or he hasn't really mastered or truly mastered any of them. Okay. But the person who does one thing and focuses on that one thing, you know, will definitely master it. Not saying that you should just focus on one source of income. You should have more than one source. But my main point is do not take on more sources of income than you can actually handle, because that would definitely, like, for example, I mean, me myself, I did a little investing in Robinhood, like, because it's a very, cost efficient way to invest in the stock market, where I don't have to worry about a whole lot of different fees and, things of that nature. But, I also tried a little Amazon. Well, I didn't fully try it because Janelle and I, we never got started with the Amazon, right, Janelle? We never
Yeah,
got. Okay, yeah. So Janelle said no. Yeah, we never got started with the
yeah,
Amazon
next
thing.
month.
Janelle says maybe we will next
I
month.
got told them to get it started.
No, we're talking about the Amazon, the buying and selling things on
I
Amazon.
know until we
That's
get
what
it
I'm talking
started.
about. I'm not talking about the card you got
Okay.
approved for.
Every now and then we get some.
Yeah, but we never did actually get that started. So I don't know if it was just too much for us to take off to take on at that time, because we do have other things that little small little things, besides this. YouTube, actually, YouTube is we don't really make hardly any money, very little money on YouTube here, you know. If that, it's like pennies actually. Um, but when you add, I guess when you add up all the different sources of income, as far as earned income is concerned, yeah, I do work a full-time job. I work about 10 hours every day, sometimes 9 hours. And I know I changed the live streams, the regular times of our live streams to 8:15 p.m. every Wednesday on Central Time because of a schedule change at work. But I don't know. It looks like a schedule may be changing again because of something that happened with the contract that the company I work for had. And I said emphasis on the word had, HAD. So it's possible my work schedule can be changing again. So, but this time I'm not going to change the live stream time anymore because I don't think it's good to keep changing live stream times. You know, especially the regular schedule. We're just gonna stick to the 8:15, even if my work they decide that we're gonna start getting out a little earlier every day. It's still gonna stay at 8:15, guys. Okay. So I just thought I'd mention that. Cliff Peters says I pay off my cards every week. Yes, that's awesome, Cliff. And you know, that's awesome. You should be paying off your cards for sure. Okay. And every week is a great idea. Actually, Janelle and I, we just started doing that, paying off our credit cards every Sunday, right, Janelle? Yeah, every Sunday. So, you know, we started paying off our credit cards that way because it's just a lot easier, you know, instead of trying to keep track of each and every single credit accounts at the, you know, and trying to figure out which one is due, what date is due, what statement due dates are for each credit account, you know, individually. We just every week we do it, and it's a lot easier, you know. Actually, my pedal card that we have, we've been paying that down pretty good. Paid it off the balance on June's statement and paid that off in full. And right now I have a zero balance on my pedal card. So pretty much all my credit cards right now have a zero balance. Okay. And the only thing that actually carries a balance right now is my installment with Self Lender. And that balance keeps coming down each month too, also as well. So, you know, we've been doing pretty good so far. We even paid off Janelle's credit card too, also, so in full. So her credit score will go up, I believe, somewhere around the third or the fourth, when her credit one reports to the credit bureau. Okay, we're expecting a credit score increase for Janelle that time. Pink Lady Barber says, I used to be because I am self employed. You could go stated. It's rare now. Okay. You could go stated. You could go stated. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by you could go stated. It's rare now. I'm looking into picking up a W 2 job. Okay. So you're looking to get into that earned income. I am going to begin leveraging my cash flow and working on my passive income more. Yeah, passive income is definitely awesome. You know, I did not make a whole lot of money, you know, in stocks with the Robinhood. I made a little money on it, and that's basically, you know, um, with dividends. I made a little money on dividends last month and the month before, you know, and also made money on Robinhood by selling some stocks too. Because I just, you know, it's something else is trying to keep track of all these stocks, you know, and I have the app. I know I have the app on my phone, but was always looking at it constantly. To even find myself even looking at it on my break times too at work. So it was really something to where I just, you know, decided, you know, well, let's see if I just go ahead and sell most of those stocks. Now, two of them I could not sell, but I had the option to give it 90 days to also as well, but I didn't sell it because I didn't cancel it. I decided to keep it open for sell till the 90-day period is up to see what can happen. I know the price that I was asking for was kind of high, but I did make some profit off of selling the other stocks too. So that was a huge accomplishment for me. Pink Lady Barber says stated income is when you state what you make to a lender. Oh, okay. I got you. Stated income, I got you. So basically, yeah, you can pretty much do that like on Merrick Bank. No, not Merrick Bank. Which one was I applied for? The Avant credit card. You can just state how much income you make. A lot of credit cards, you can just state how much income you make on there. Pink Lady Barbara also says, I buy houses from the county auction and flip them. Oh, that's awesome, Pink Lady Barbara. That
I'm joining her.
Janelle says she's joining you, Pink Lady. So you have a coworker there. Anytime you need one, Pink Lady. Janelle.
We've been talking about doing it too.
Yeah, we've been talking about maybe getting into some real estate, like buying and flipping houses too. Also, but we wanted to. That's one of the reasons also that we first started building our credit and working our credit, also as well. So, because we know credit definitely plays a huge part in that, I'm sure when it comes to like trying to get funding, loans, financing, different things, trying to get materials for re-renovations, remodeling. I'm sure, credit plays a huge role, in that too. That's why I do watch a lot of Graham Stephan, Pink Lady. You heard of Graham Stephan? I watch a lot of Graham Stephan his channel. Yeah, Graham Stephan. It's the guy. He has the first name for a last name and the last name for a first name. The guy that I watch a lot, he talks about a lot of finance, and he talks about real estate too and finance. And he talks a little about credit, but not too much about credit, but more about finance, income, and things of that nature too. Also as well. But real estate is an awesome thing to get involved in. That's why, guys, it's important to work on your credit. Get serious about your credit as much as possible. Pink Lady Barber says, I am working on getting a personal line of credit. That's what I figured, Pink Lady. Janelle and I kind of figured that you were looking for a personal line of credit because I think you were the one that requested a topic to be done about the personal lines of credit. Is she the one that requested to do a topic about personal lines of credit that we did before? I think it was a few weeks back. We did a live stream about personal lines of credit too also as well. And, we learned a lot about different interest rates and things like that. Actually, I just got an offer for a loan too. But I wanted to mention that in another video too. Let's see what you guys think about that. I'll put that up in another live stream. Pink Lady Barber says, you got me, LOL. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought, So yeah, we enjoyed doing that video. We enjoyed doing that topic. It was a very interesting topic. It, required a lot of research though, however, but
Gave me a lot of ideas.
gave Janelle said gave her a lot of ideas too also. So we also, learned business wise. Okay. And business wise, it gave Janelle a lot of ideas too. Also, and some of our favorite TV shows that we watch involves like finance, and we used to watch a lot of Shark Tank, but we don't watch that much of Shark Tank anymore. We watch The Prophet though. There's a TV show called The Prophet, and I'm not sure if you guys know about that.
Yeah,
It's
but I
like a guy that goes out and he's like a billionaire, and he invests in companies that are doing bad right now at the moment. They could be getting ready to go out of business and things like that, really struggling. And he comes in there, he helps them out, he shows them what they need to do to improve their businesses. And he also invests his money in there and becomes a partner with them too and helps them turn their business around. So awesome TV show though. I mean, if you guys really are interested in business and things of that nature, you should definitely check out The Prophet. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate all of you who have joined with us in tonight's live stream, because right now we have 7 people with us tonight in the live stream. And I want to say a special thank you to all of you 7 people who have joined us in the live stream, whether you are commenting or simply just watching along or listening along to as well. I still appreciate you and all that you contribute here to our live chat and our channel. Pink Lady Barber says there is a local credit union here that offers a $35,000 line of credit. Okay, awesome. Awesome, Pink Lady.
What?
Did you want us to look that up right here? We could.
What did you feel?
You can remind me, what state are you in, Pink Lady?
I'm in the middle.
What you say, Janelle?
I said I'm in the middle trying to reply to her, but I couldn't ask her what date.
Oh, okay. No, I asked her already. So, yeah, if you want, we can look that up online while we have you here. Oh, Michigan. Pink Lady says she's in Michigan. Okay, that's awesome. They offer a $35,000 line of credit. That's awesome. So are you going to try to apply for that $35,000 personal line of credit with them?
I can't give it to you, my income.
Because I'm sure that may help you out, with your real estate ventures that you're currently doing right now. Mm-hmm. Janelle Leone says, Pink Lady Barber, you are a 100% real, true person. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Janelle. Cliff Peters says, Los Angeles. Awesome. So Cliff Peters is from Los Angeles. So everybody will comment in the comments down below and let us know what state are you from. Okay. Janelle and I, we're in South Dakota right here, right now. Los Angeles, Cliff. So a lot of things over there in Los Angeles. How are things over there right now? You guys having some good weather over there? I've never been to Los Angeles, but maybe one day I probably will. Janelle and I probably will go out to California. What'd you say, Janelle? Oh, Pink Lady Barber says they probably won't start me off with that much at first.
They probably start lower.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, that's possible. They may start you off with a smaller line of credit.
Based on your credit
based
report,
on your
history,
your credit
income.
report, your credit history, your income, your debt to income ratio is going to have a role to play in that too also as well. So they're going to consider all of those things when they review your application for their line of credit. Cliff Peters says hot. Oh, okay. It's really hot over there. Well, I don't even want to tell you what the temperature over here in South Dakota is right now. Because we had like a terrible rainstorm like 2 days ago and a very short tornado. And it was 108 degrees a couple of days ago. And then after that rainstorm, it was 73. Today's 73. Yesterday was 60. So it's been like in the 60s and 70s ever since after that rainstorm that we had. Pink Lady says,
To work your way up.
Work my way up though. Yes, definitely. That's what you should do. You know, work your way up.
That's the only way.
You know,
I mean,
Janelle says that's the only way. That's pretty much a good way to do it. You know,
Peter.
make sure all your payments are on time, as well. Also, and because that's, you know, a lot of those lines of credit get reported to your credit report also. So with that being said, you want to make sure you, you know, add good payment history on there. Okay. Cliff Peters says, "LOL." Yeah, sorry about that, Cliff.
Yeah,
And
but
no, we can't trade weather.
we already been through that in Arizona. So.
Yeah, Janelle and I already been through that in Arizona. The 115 degree, 120 degree weather summers, just
Cliff should
baking
know,
worse
they
than
do
an
them in California.
oven. And Janelle said you should know, Cliff, because Janelle been to California, and they get that
Michigan,
heat
same way.
in California.
Humidity.
Michigan, do you guys get a lot of humidity down there in Michigan, Pink Lady? 'Cause that's what I heard. I know in New York, where I'm from, a lot of people complain about the humidity, you know, over there. But I guess when you're born and raised in it, it doesn't really affect you, you know. But as far as doesn't really affect me, you know, because I could pretty much go down there and, you know, a little humidity. It's not much for me. Pink Lady says I normally keep my utilization at 1% or lower. Okay, awesome, and that's, you know,
Smart.
Janelle says you're smart, and that's a good thing to do there, Pink Lady. Keep that utilization as low as possible, because that's how you keep your credit scores high, or that's how you increase your credit scores too, also as well. You know, by keeping your credit utilization low, because credit utilization, of course, it accounts for 30% of your credit scores. Pink Lady Barbara says yes, we do. Okay, so you do get some of that humidity down there too, also as well. Okay, I see. Yeah, so you know what it is like to get the humid days.
Bad humidity makes it hard for me to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, Janelle says bad humidity makes it hard for her to breathe sometimes. She has an asthma thing going on. Pink Lady, 73 degrees and raining. Oh wow.
We already had our rain. We already
we already. Yep. I already mentioned that we did have our rainstorm, a thunderstorm.
That was our rain.
Yeah, that was our rain there, you know. Which we got a lot of it. Some areas got, you know, heavy flooding, things of that nature too, also as well. So yeah, so that's a bad thing about being down here where we are. Sometimes, you know, we get a lot of flooding and things like that, but you know, so that we do have to deal with. I know we're walking, you know, going to work, you know, just getting out of my ride, I had to deal with like walking through a tall puddles of water, you know, things like that. So flooding is definitely something we have issues with here, you know, in South Dakota for sure. So definitely, guys, you know, if you are just arriving or you missed the topic by any chance, today topic we discussed is a high credit score and low income possible. So we basically just went over whether or not uh, someone can get a high credit score with a low income, with minimum wage, basically. So what they were talking about, minimum wage. And we discovered, you know, that is possible. Um, Someone with a low, you know, minimum wage earning can attain a high credit score. Okay. Because I mean, even if they started with, you know, a few secured credit cards, you know, something like that, you know, but they keep their utilization low, they build good payment history, um, you know, they do everything right, you know, it's possible, you know, they can attain a 850 credit score, as this article is saying. And this article is coming from Experian.com. You know, and Experian is one of the, it seems like everything is Experian this week because a lot of the people that we work with, the people that I work with too, and help with credit coaching, things like that, they've gotten their credit scores increased on Experian. And a lot of people too also on Facebook this week have talked about how their Experian credit scores have went up this week too also as well because Experian is actually a helping a lot of people nowadays to increase their credit scores, especially with the new program that they started called Experian Boost. Okay, with Experian Boost, you can basically, have your utilities and you can have your
Right.
cell phone bills
Right.
and, well, utilities and cell phone bills. Some rental reporting agencies also report your rental payments to Experian too also as well. So with Experian Boost, you can definitely get a higher credit score on Experian, okay, than you can on other credit bureaus. And I believe that's, part of the reasons why my Experian credit score is also higher than my other credit scores, okay, by at least 12 points. So with that, being said, TransUnion, they do have reporting too, also as well, like Rental Karma. On my credit profile, my Rental Karma account, it reports to TransUnion. Okay. But I mean, there are other rental reporting agencies that they report to all three. Like for example, Dave's checking account, they report to all three credit bureaus. The only catch with that is that you have to sign up for direct deposit with them, and I really don't want to have my checks deposited with them. You know, I would rather, if I'm going to, switch or change over from Wells Fargo, I would change to like Navy Federal Credit Union or something like that, and then I have my my paycheck earnings deposited there to Navy Federal Credit Union, because that would definitely give me a huge advantage as far as I'll be building a relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union. And, that could set me up for applying for one of those American Express cards from Navy Federal Credit Union, or, getting qualified for a credit line with Navy Federal Credit Union or something of that nature. But I know for sure in November, I need to replace my self lender with something, some type of installment loan or loan, not a mortgage loan because we're not ready for a mortgage yet. Um, Pink Lady Barb. Oh, Cliff Peters says I listen to Kenny Eugene. Yes, we do too. We watch his videos. I know for a while there he wasn't making videos for a while. I don't know what was going on in his life. Yeah, it was like, right, it was like once a month he would make a video, and I was like, well, Janelle and I were wondering what's going on with Kenny over there. But he does work a lot, and you know he's on the road a lot, truck driver, so he's got a lot going on there. So we definitely understand that because a lot of our friends are truck drivers too, also as well. So it's definitely something um, that we can see. Pink Lady Barber says they have had me at a 754 FICO 8 score for a while. I won't know if it went up for 23 days with their monitoring service. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can definitely look into that for you, Pink Lady, and see if there is another monitoring service that does FICO. What's that? FICO 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, Janelle just sent me something here, and she says, and it says it's an article from Credit Karma about can I get a line of credit with bad credit? Okay.
Entertain.
So even with bad credit, yeah, it's possible to get a line of credit. It says you if you're approved for a line of credit and don't borrow the entire amount available to you, you may lower your credit utilization rates, which can help improve your credit scores. A line of credit may be a cheaper option than getting a personal loan, especially if you don't access it very often. Okay. This is an article about personal lines of credit with bad credit.
I just figure some people with bad credit want to know.
Yeah, some people with bad credit, I'm sure they want to know about that too, also as well, because there are lines of credit for all different types of credit, you know. But I mean, Pink Lady with a 754 FICO 8 score, you should get line. You should be able to get lined up with pretty good interest rates, I believe, and a pretty good, you know, APR and all these things here with a personal line of credit. Um, Ronald Anderson says, Lyndon Janelle just arrived at my stop waiting to load. I was watching one of your latest live streams and I happened to check YouTube and you're on. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of live streams this weekend. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, because we remember 4th of July weekend. We did quite a lot of live streams on that weekend. That was like back to back. I believe it was since that Wednesday night live stream all the way through till believe it was Monday or Tuesday. I would believe it was Monday. Then we took a day off, and then no, it was straight through. I believe I don't remember anyway, but it was like a back to back thing, day after day after day. Yeah, and some days on the weekend we made like 3 or 4 videos in one day, and they were all live streams. So yeah, Ronald, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Ronald Anderson. Welcome back, Ronald, and glad to see you with us once again, buddy, as well. I appreciate that, even though you're on the road, you're still watching our live streams and participating. That means a lot to us, means a lot to Janelle and I. It means a lot to the channel, too, also as well. And Janelle says hi to Ronald Anderson. Also, so we really appreciate you, Ronald, for sure. But yeah, Pink Lady, I will definitely look into that and see if there is any other um, credit monitoring services that update, sooner than once a month, because that I'm sure that would definitely help you out a lot there. Janelle says, "Glad you sound safe. You sound safe." Okay, awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Janelle. Pink Lady Barber says, "I am still in credit repair with Equifax. Most credit unions use Equifax, I think." Okay. I believe, Pink Lady, there is there's also a website. We went over this like very briefly. Actually, we never went over this, right? But I wanted to do a topic about this one too, but we're not sure we should do a topic or just mention and bring it up. It's a website, right? Where you can go on and you can look at and find out information about what lenders, what credit bureaus they usually report to. Okay. We were going to do one about Experian, but there's so many lenders that they report to Experian, but some of them they don't report to one particular credit bureau alone. They report to like maybe 2 or 3. There are some that report to only one. There are some that pull credit checks from all 3. Okay. Actually, I've heard that Capital One does the card pull from all 3 credit bureaus. Okay, if that's not accurate, please correct me, guys. And there's some, that do the hard pull from only one credit bureau. Okay. Um, So it differs between lenders for sure. As far as Equifax, I don't know which ones don't use Equifax and which ones do. But I can definitely look that up for you. But the website I was telling you about, where you can find out like what credit bureau, say for example, if you wanted to know what credit bureau Navy Federal Credit Union pulls from, you can go to this website and it's called Credit Boards. Okay, it's called Credit Boards. And what Credit Boards is a compilation of crowdsourced information from consumers who have applied to lenders and they reported their results of their hard inquiries from their credit reports to this website, Credit Boards. So they do a lot of crowdsourcing, and that's how they get their information. So it's kind of like similar to like if you and I, we had a question about say credit or something, some credit topic popped up, and we wanted to know about it, and we just went on to say FICO forums, my FICO forums, and we checked the FICO forums about that, to find an answer to our question, and we found it there. Right, it's pretty much the same thing. It's a crowdsourcing site, website. So you could definitely find a lot of valuable information there at Credit Boards, where you can look up, find out, if you really need to know, say if you're planning, you're looking at a particular credit card that you want to apply for, that you're looking to add that on to your credit arsenal, then there may be an option for you, there to check out that website, give it a look over. Pink Lady Barber says, I had a charge off fall off of Experian, and TransUnion caused my score to jump over 100 points. I'm waiting for the same effect for Equifax. Wow, that's very interesting, Pink Lady, how your charge off was removed from your credit report on Experian, and then all of a sudden your TransUnion score went up. That's really amazing. I would have expected the Experian score to go up first, instead of the TransUnion. Yeah, and the see lenders, they communicate to credit bureaus in different ways, so that affects. That's part of the reason why, like my credit score is a 746 on Experian, but on Equifax it's only 722. And an Experian 737. So they're all different. It's like Experian and Equifax is like way off, like 12 points difference, but I can really understand because I got the Experian Boost, right? And with the Experian Boost, I have my rent reporting to the credit bureau, which they gave me a trade line of over 1 year. That's over 1 year old, right? And then on top of that, I end up getting a trade line for my cell phone bill that I pay every month, and I ended up getting another trade line for my the utility bills that we pay here every month to CenturyLink. So I ended up with 3 trade lines right there. Okay. And so the Experian definitely gave me a huge boost with that, for sure. Cliff Peters says it is accurate for Capital One. Okay. I'm sure I did hear that. I'm sure we did read that somewhere. That Capital One does hard pulls from all 3 credit bureaus. So that Capital One is something else, I tell you. Pink Lady Barber says, thanks, Lyndon and Janelle. Great info. Yes, thank you, Pink Lady, for attending another live stream. We really appreciate that. We definitely get a lot of info and great information from you also as well. I really appreciate you, commenting, raising questions, and also helping us answer questions in the live chat too also as well. Really appreciate that. So you're a great help. You're totally awesome there, Pink Lady. Pink Lady says it fell off of both of them. It was on all three of them. Oh, okay. So it did fall off on the Experian 2 also as well. Okay, awesome, awesome. Janelle says you're very welcome at Pink Lady Barber. Yes, thank you for that, Janelle, too, also as well. So guys, if there's nothing else, any other questions or comments, or what I'm going to do as our tradition, I'm going to go ahead and recognize everyone who has participated here in the live stream with us tonight. I know we only have 4 people because, it's a Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and recognize and everyone who have contributed tonight in tonight's live stream too. Also, well, if you have missed today's topic, it's okay. You could just go ahead and watch it on a replay because it will be on this channel in a few minutes. It should be fully loaded up on this channel. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to say a special thank you to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, thank you so much for contributing. We really appreciate you. And also want to say a special thank you to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you for coming back once again. Really appreciate all that you do to contribute to our live streams. Also want to say a special thank you to Spence Eccles. Spence Eccles, thank you so much for stopping by once again, buddy. Really appreciate you. And also a special thank you to Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much for contributing and participating to also as well. And definitely drive safe out there, Ronald. It's definitely some states are experiencing all types of crazy weather. So definitely want to make sure you're safe out there. All right, buddy. So if there's not any more comments or suggestions or questions, I'm going to go ahead and close out the live stream. I want to say a special thank you to the 7 people that are inside of the live chat right now. And also, everyone, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel tremendously and helps with the YouTube algorithms too also as well. If you haven't already and you've been watching our videos for a while, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notifications too also as well. I'm going to go ahead and get on camera with you guys as our tradition too also as well. So make sure if you haven't already that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. That way you will definitely be able to see every video as we make them here on this channel. When you hit the notifications, make sure that you select all notifications too also as well. And hit the thumbs up, share this video everywhere with all of your friends and family, all over your social media networks too also as well, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, everywhere. It helps us spread the message too as well. And also like our Facebook page, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. Join our Facebook group, How to Get Excellent Credit. You can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. All those links can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. Ronald Anderson says, yes, sir, I will, thanks. And Pink Lady Barber says, aw. All right, thank you so much, guys, for sharing. And join our Patreon. If you're interested in supporting our channel with a small monthly donation of $30 a month, you can by joining our Patreon. The link to join the Patreon can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. And thank you guys so much for joining. Our regular scheduled live stream is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. So that's our commitment to you. We do make videos in between Wednesdays as much as we can. So thank you so much for stopping by once again, guys. And keep safe. And we'll see you in the next live stream. I don't know, Janelle, are we going to do another live stream tonight? Or no?
Yeah, in a little while. I'm going to watch my...
Huh?
Probably in a couple hours.
Yeah, we probably may be doing another live stream tonight. So if you're still awake, you can definitely catch the live stream. Maybe one more And we'll try to see what we can do about these notifications too, also as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining us once again. Stay blessed, and we'll see you in the next live stream. Till then, peace out.